Thousands of Irish soccer fans are travelling to Czechia this week as the Republic of Ireland try to qualify for their first World Cup in 24 years. Only around 1,200 tickets have been allocated to Irish supporters, so many are planning to soak up the atmosphere in Prague's city centre. Well, let's cross over now to Prague, where our reporter Paul O'Flynn joins us now. And it seems that a sea of green is taking over Prague today. Paul, excitement must really be building.
Yeah, it certainly is, Tommy. Excitement off the charts, I think, from everyone leaving Dublin this morning. And I wouldn't say it's quite the full invasion of the Green Army yet. There is a noisy bunch of people coming towards me now, but they're not Irish fans at all. The Irish, they're in pockets, they're around the place, they're making themselves heard. And as you say, a shortage of tickets really for those going. There's about 6,000 fans expected here, 1,200 tickets only. Most people know they're not going to get a ticket, but they're here for the crack, they're here for the camaraderie, and they're hoping to take home memories that will last them a lifetime.
The pilgrimage to Prague is underway. The first of thousands of Irish fans have arrived in the Czech capital, some coming long distances and telling elaborate stories to get here.
I came from Melbourne to get here.
You did not?
I did, yeah. It cost me a fortune.
Do you have a ticket to the game?
I do, yeah. So first I was sweating over a ticket, then I was sweating over all that's going on in the Middle East.
Are you supposed to be in work at the moment?
I am, yeah. I've done a Steve in Ireland on it.
Where do your employers think you are right now?
They know I'm not in work anyways. They know I won't be there for the next week or two.
For many, the hope is to see Ireland qualify for a World Cup for the first time in their lifetime.
12 of us coming over, no tickets. Since that goal went in November, it's all we've thought about.
Ideally, I'd love to be in the stadium, but I think there's going to be more of us all congregated in the city than in the stadium, you know. I think it's going to be a serious Irish takeover.
The last thing we seen was Euro 2016, so we were blowing Irish College at the time. That's where I was watching it. But so just to go abroad, drove Thursday night, works out well, Tuesday night, works out well. It's a Guadalajara. We looked up on booking.com and we'll be off, I'd say.
But for veteran fans, this is still a massive fixture.
It's a bit like being back to the old times, really, you know. It's been a while since we've been in this situation.
It's made better, I think, by the fact that we had such a really bad few years, that to be back in this position and being in a position to maybe go all the way to the World Cup is brilliant.
More than a dozen flights are departing from Dublin to Czechia this week. Almost half of those are additional services. Many others are travelling via other European airports, but the majority of Irish fans who come here will be watching the game here in Prague's historic centre. That's because there's only about 1,200 Irish fans going to the game. Prague now the place where Irish fans are dreaming that hope and history rhymes. Samantha Libreri, RTE News, Czechia.
And Paul, it seems there that hopes are high. What are the chances of those hopes not being dashed?
Yeah, Tommy, well, I'm standing here on the iconic Charles Bridge in the centre of Prague, and you can see just over my right shoulder there's a statue of St. John, and it's tradition here to give it a rub for a bit of luck, a rub of the gold and a rub of the green maybe, and all the Irish fans might be doing that over the next day or two. And I think after that win over Portugal and Hungary back-to-back, the heroics of Troy Parrott, anything seems possible for this team, and that's the big question that's on everyone's lips. Did we get lucky? Did we use up all our luck? Or is this team going places? Is it on the crest of a wave? And is that World Cup qualification in their grasp? And I think that's the really difficult thing that we have to just see over the next few days. But look, the fans are here anyway. I think for that younger generation, reference in Samantha's report, they're looking for their Italia 90 moment. They've never had it. And I think they're hedging their bets a little bit, saying hopefully we get to the US, Mexico and Canada in the summer. But if we don't, well, I think we're going to make Prague the party to remember as well. So I think a lot of crack to be had here over the next couple of days before the big kick-off on Thursday night.
Lots to look forward to. Paul O'Flynn, thanks indeed.